I was 100% certain about my future. I had it all planned out, and that certainty destroyed everything I was working toward. Here's why being sure about what you want is actually stopping you from getting it. For years, I did everything right. I made detailed plans, I knew exactly what I wanted, I controlled every step. I pushed things to work my way. And you know what happened? Nothing. Actually, worse than nothing, the harder I pushed, the further away my goals got. Here's why. I was so attached to how things would happen that I blocked every other path. Imagine you want to get to the beach. You are so certain you have to take Highway 1 that you refuse to look at any other route. But Highway 1 is closed. There are 10 other roads that would get you there faster and easier. But you can't see them because you are obsessed with your way. That's what attachment does. It blinds you. You get so locked into one specific way that you miss better opportunities right in front of you. Here's the hard truth. Needing certainty is actually fear wearing a disguise. You want to know how it will happen because you are scared it won't. You want to know when it will happen because you don't trust the process. You want to control everything because deep down you feel out of control. But here's what nobody tells you. The search for certainty is an illusion. Security doesn't exist. Let me ask you something. Would you watch a movie if you knew exactly how it ends? No, right? That's why we hate spoilers. Certainty kills excitement. But somehow we think life should be different. We think we need to know every detail before we take action. Here's the problem with certainty. It keeps you stuck in the past. When you demand certainty, you are willing to accept things you already know, things you have already experienced, things that feel safe. But nothing new exists in safe. Nothing exciting happens in already experienced. The known is a prison. It's your past experiences on repeat. Same patterns, same results, same boring life. Think about someone who only dates people exactly like their ex, or someone who only takes jobs similar to their last one. They're choosing certainty over growth. When there's no certainty, there's no evolution, just stagnation and same old pattern repeating itself until life ends. Uncertainty is not your enemy, but it's your superpower. This is the key. Uncertainty means possibility. It means anything can happen. It means the universe has space to surprise you with something better than you imagined. You can go back to every great moment in your life that has happened. Did you plan it perfectly or did it surprise you? Your best friendship probably wasn't scheduled. The moment you felt most alive probably wasn't on your calendar. The opportunities that changed your life probably came out of nowhere. Why? Because uncertainty is the fertile ground where new things grow. When you step into uncertainty, you step into the field of all possibilities, not just the ones you already know about, but all of them. Now, uncertainty does not mean being reckless or having no goals. You can have intention and be detached at the same time. Between where you are, point A, and where you want to be, point B, there are infinite paths. When you are certain about one path, you ignore all the others. Let me be crystal clear. Detachment does not mean stop craving. You still have desire, you still set goals, you still take action, but you don't strangle your goals. Here's the difference. Attachment says it has to happen this way, at this time, with these people, or I will be miserable. Detachment says, I know where I want to go, I'll take steps towards it, but I'm open to it happening in ways that I haven't thought of yet. See the difference? Detachment is powerful because when you stop forcing solutions, better solutions appear. Think about it. Time you try to force something to work, a relationship, a job. How did that feel? Exhausting, right? Like pushing a huge rock uphill. Now think about a time something just flowed. It felt easy, natural, like the universe was working with you, not against you. That's detachment in action. What stops people is that they confuse detachment with not caring. If I let go, doesn't that mean I don't want it anymore? No, it means you want it, but you are not desperate for it. Desperation repels and detachment attracts. Now, who shouldn't do this? People who use detachment and as an excuse to do nothing. Detachment requires action, just without the strangling anxiety. So here are the 3 steps of how you practice detachment in real life. Step number 1 is give people and situations freedom. Stop trying to control everything and everyone. Let people be who they are. Let situations unfold. Stop rigidly demanding things happen your way. Here's what this looks like. You want your partner to change? then stop pushing, accept them as they are. Either they will change naturally or you will realize you need something different. You want your job to be different, stop complaining about how it should be. Either improve what you can or find a new job. The thing is, when you stop forcing, you see things clearly, you stop wasting energy on things you can't control. You can start using that energy on things that you can control actually. So the action step that you can do is identify one thing you are trying to control. It could be a person, a situation, or an outcome, and say to yourself, I release my need to control this and I allow it to be as it is. Step number 2 is embrace uncertainty as your friend. This is game changer. Most people run from uncertainty. Winners run toward it because uncertainty means freedom. It means you're not locked into one outcome. It means infinite possibilities exist. The more uncertain things feel, the more secure you should feel. This is the key mindset shift that you should have, because uncertainty means you are in the field of all possibilities. When everything is certain, you are trapped. When everything is uncertain, you are free. So the action step is embrace the uncertainty and not run away from it. Step number 3 is step into the field of all possibilities. This is where life becomes an adventure instead of a checklist. When you let go of attachment and embrace uncertainty, you open yourself to infinite choices. You are no longer logged into it has to be this or nothing. You are open to everything. Here's what happens. Opportunities you never imagined appear. People show up and coincidence happen. Why? Because you're no longer blind to them. Your attention isn't consumed by a rigid plan. You can actually see what's in front of you. So the action step for you is that this week do one thing you haven't planned. Take a different route to work, talk to someone new, try something you have been curious about, practice being open to possibilities. But the warning here is that things will happen when you practice detachment. And what I mean by that is that things won't go according to your plan. They will be according to a better plan you couldn't have imagined. But your ego will hate this. Your ego wants control, it wants certainty, and it wants to feel safe. Your job is to ignore the ego, listen to your heart instead. Your heart knows that the best things in life were never on your checklist. They were surprises, they were uncertainties that turned into magic. Most people can't do this. They would rather have a certain miserable future than an uncertain amazing one. But if you're watching this video, then I know that you are not most people. Let me know what you think about it in the comments and make sure to like this video, and I will see you in the next one.